Leene is going to present you a new idea they have been working on.
Yeah. Okay, so me and Oak, because we finished working on Death and Taxes, we thought we were taking some time off and playing some games, and then we were like, yeah, we're bored. We have to make another game now. Yeah, we were thinking of crafting systems in games, and usually I'm not even sure why they're called crafting systems, because you just press one button and the crafting happens by magic, basically. And we were thinking that we want to make a game that's not like this, but more like in crafting in real life. So we don't want to make it ultra realistic, but we saw some of the crafting things that there were, and this was the most like realistic one, but it's like made of cardboard. You could customize everything. You can like we were thinking in the same way. So we came up on this picture on the internet, on some like YouTube video. It was for background for music, and I really liked this painting. And I was thinking, what if we had a game where you could be this chunky cat filler or something, and you would sell your wares to customers. So you wouldn't be the hero, you would be the person that sells. And you would also have to craft your things. There are already some games that do that, but they usually don't have like a really intricate crafting system in it. And I wanted to talk a bit about the art, how I came up with some colors and things I wanted to use. So the first thing that I did was I went online and started looking for references for what people find like beautiful in different crafting materials. And so I did a lot of research, and we want to have maybe some wire weaving inside of the game, and putting different things together. So yeah, also like sticking together just different stuff you find, or you collect different stuff and you can like put it together to make like tiaras or crowns. And yeah, was looking at different art styles, how they're doing this usually, and different materials online, and different weapons. And then we made some of the art. So this is one of the blades, and this is the color. So basically, how I did this was I went through the darkest box in there is basically where the ending colors were. I played around with different colors. I kind of like stole colors from different artworks, different like photos, different places, and I put it together to form one palette. And basically I was thinking of different things in the corner there, down there, are some ideas what do these colors have to represent, and how many colors should I have. And I wanted everything to go together, kind of, because if you have different materials and you want to put them together, then you could have everybody, it would be super easy for everybody to make cool, good looking stuff if all the colors fit well together. And also I didn't want to tune it too down, so I wanted to have a kind of full range of colors for people get to express themselves in the way they want to. And yeah, so this was the color palette they came up with. And also we talked with our concept artist we had for Death and Taxes, and he started drawing some awesome things. And I really enjoy that he draws with pencil stuff, you could already like use inside of the game as an asset. You just have to color it. So this was the same way we did it in Death and Taxes. And basically I was digitalizing it, and I think it worked quite good for us. The art was made like super fast, and because we need a lot of assets for the crafting, then yeah, basically I think it works. So yeah, these are the things he made. And this is the crafting room and the table you're going to be at, and also the selling shops counter. And yeah, this would be the screen where you see you have lots of drawers. Really like drawers. There's some taxes, so we were like, let's put more in there. We need more drawers to put everything into, and then you don't also have to have as much UI and stuff. You have in-game items. You could have like a map in there or something, and which brings you somewhere. Yeah, and different ways to have like the crowns made, for example. Yeah, we were also thinking maybe having like different views of it, like front view and top view. We'll see about that. Also, we thought about Magic Infinite scrolling drawer where you could just go up and down, and there would be infinite items in it. Yeah, and I tried to color it really fast, and here are some of the pieces, and here are the first like swords, kind of, that I digitalized with these colors. Yeah, this is it. Okay, any questions?
Well, I actually been looking for. I want a game where you play as the sort of like the NPC salesman who sells to heroes.
Yeah.
And I know there's at least one game out there called Moon something.
Moonlighter.
Yeah, Moonlighter, where you sort of do that, but I wanted something more pure, where you're purely the NPC salesman.
Yeah.
And is that kind of what you're going for?
Yeah.
So I was wondering about the universe. Is the universe kind of like a game world, or is it more like, are you trying to just simulate some medieval fantasy salesman?
Yeah, we wanted to have like a fantasy kind of medieval style to it. Basically, like the picture had kind of something like similar, like the
Yeah, but what
picture
I'm wondering
inside.
about is it like a not a satire, but like a commentary on being the NPCs, like the NPC shopkeeper in games.
Yeah, we also wanted to have like two screens. One of them is like your crafting table where you make your things, maybe some smithing as well. And other screen would be where you're basically on the market. There's like lively people are like passing through. If anybody knows a game called Passport 2, it's where you make art and sell it, put it up, and their customers come, and you can also like we were thinking to add some story elements to it, and there are like some wacky characters that come up to you, and they could be like, some could be evil, and you could like decide if you want to give them something, or if you want to like troll them with selling them faulty things, and maybe the in-game world could also have an impact on whether you sell them things and how good things. For example, there's a guy coming in, and he's saying that he's going to slay a dragon and needs your help, and then you have to have some, I don't know, fire resistance gear to him. If you don't give it, then he will come back and be like burnt or something. Yeah.
Have you given thought to how you're going to balance the way things look, like freedom for the player to make things look however they want, and the sort of mechanical requirements of like you have to make fire resistance gear, and basically thinking of tying the mechanics of gear to the aesthetics, or are you going to decouple them, or do you have some thoughts as to how you manage that?
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking about that too. So this is why I looked up of different styles that kind of could mix and match together. But also, if you have like, you could have some like in here you have some darker like vampire stuff in there that would be like necromancy, and you would have we were also thinking maybe you could specialize on one type of gear, so you could make a really dark like spooky shop, or you could make a really like only sell tiaras for like princesses and make this kind of cutesy stuff, and we were thinking like maybe you could do different things. But this is why I worked on the palette as well, to get everything to still work together, even if you're like mixing matching things. And yeah, of course, we have to match the things ourselves and see how they're going to look like. But yeah, we were thinking of like having all of the items, like crafting items, have different stats, and also it's like similar things have like good stats that go well together. Or if you could like, if you start putting like totally different things together, we were thinking maybe they could neutralize each other's effects, so they wouldn't work as strongly. So when you could put fire and water together or something, then you don't have much power for the item or something. It doesn't work that well. Yeah, but it's mostly there's so much emphasis on the visuals because we want people to make awesome looking stuff.
Can you somehow force a knight to buy a tiara?
Maybe, yeah, it would be very good. Like have an orcish warrior come and sell the like pink tiara to the character. But maybe he would like it. So,
Persuade him that
Yeah.
this is the best protection you can get.
Yep.
If you are the NPC that heroes are selling to and buying from, would you have like a stock of rat tails that you can like fashion into something useful, or stuff like that?
Please. Please do that.
Yeah, of
Like
course.
random stuff they sell
Would
to
be
you.
cool. Yeah, we were thinking of like having some like small stones and feathers and stuff. You could just at first like have like really cheap stuff, and then you go up and get more expensive stuff, and you sell it and try to get as much money as you can, and yeah,
There
have a
was an
bartering
idea-
system or something.
There was an idea that you could just requisition the heroes to bring you like 10 rat asses or something, and then you could make something from that, or that if they requisition an item for you, that it's like they say, I want this thing and it needs to have this and this and this attributes, then you can ask them to bring them some stuff, or you can haggle with other merchants in the market to get the parts, and then finally like create it.
Will you make use of the Steam workshop so people can share creations between gameplays?
That would be ideal. We want to make this as shareable as possible.
Yeah.
Will the game solve the misery around why the NPC shopkeepers just buying thousands and thousands of leader boots or what else stuff?
Yeah, of course. I was also thinking that maybe the shopkeeper could have one custom line he always says to all of the customers, something like they do in all the games, like some I called it drunk, me I call them treasures, or something like that, like every time. Or there's so many like cool things to have like on the other perspective.
Nice.